There you have it, folks. The economy's back. The stimulus worked. The job councils programs all worked. Obamacare worked. Look at all the 114,000 new jobs created. And as I told you last December, this would happen. The unemployment rate under 8%. It's 7.9, but it doesn't matter. 7.8, 7.9, whatever's after the decimal point doesn't matter. It's the 7 that matters. And the reason it does is that no incumbent president has ever been reelected with the unemployment rate over 8%. It's that simple. So they had to get the number down, and they found a way to do it. I was going back to my website. I went back and searched the archives just for 3 examples of predicting this very day. And right here they are. First, December 20th of 2011. This is how the program started. Let me tell you something, folks. The Washington Post, I think it's them, had a poll out today that shows Obama's approval numbers are coming back. And I want to remind you, I have warned you this kind of thing is going to happen. The unemployment rate is going to drop. It's going to get close to 8% by next November. Mark my words, that's in the can. It's in the cards. Obama's approval numbers now up 5 points over the last 3 months. Not sure of the time frame, but it's up the highest since last summer, and this is being heralded. That's last December. In August of this year, let me get the May, actually, May of this year. Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. The unemployment rate's gone down, and I have finally figured it out. While you might think I'm saying this to be funny, and I'm naturally a funny guy, I'm not trying to be funny here, Obama has decided the only way to lower the unemployment rate is to kill off jobs. The unemployment rate went down 0.1%. It's down to 8.1%, but the number of people who left the labor force at an all-time high, and that happened again this time. People left the labor force. They also, for this report, they looked at the household number versus the establishment number. Now, we've mentioned this a couple times before. The establishment number is somewhat scientifically based. That's 114,000 jobs that were created last month in September. As a point of comparison, 163,000 jobs are created in July. So 163,000 in July, 114,000 this month. That's not even enough jobs to keep up with the population rate. The only way that 114,000 new jobs can lower the unemployment rate is if people are not in the workforce by even greater numbers, if the labor market is shrinking. The overall universe of jobs, called the labor force participation rate, is shrinking. Number of people in the labor force shrinks. The only way you can make this happen. That number is 114,000. A household number, and that's just what it's called, is the wild guess. But the house, just a wild guess, and that number last month was 873,000. So that's what they're using. They report both numbers, 114,000 jobs created, 873,000 before the adjustments and so forth, but they're using it, and they're finagling with the labor force participation rate. The U6 number, that's counts everybody. People who have given up looking for a job and don't have one, in addition to people who are still looking for a job and don't have one. That number is still 14.7%, and it's been that way for years. If the labor force participation rate, in other words, if the same number of jobs were available to be had today as when Obama was immaculated, the unemployment rate would be around 11% instead of 7.9%. This is how you lower the percentage. You simply lower the number of people looking. And in order to do this, they've basically said that there are 1.1 million fewer jobs, period, to have. They just eliminated 1.1 million jobs this year so far. It's no different than Obama declaring the temperature going to be 75 degrees every day, no matter what your thermometer says. It's the best way I can think of describing this to you. Every day, it's 75 and sunny, no matter what's happening outside.